very talented and very funny. That's incredibly kind, and you forgot good looking too. It's been a while since I've been up here, actually. I'm also a student in class, second time around. So I figure second time's the charm, and I actually want to pose a bit of a head scratcher, something that's been on my mind to kind of kick things off. So I'm not the brightest candle in the menorah, but if ignorance is bliss, then why am I so depressed all the time? Actually, folks, I've come to you tonight to tell you that the Brain Trust at Kellogg's have done it again. You see, I was in the grocery store just the other day, and I saw with my very own eyes, that's what these are, with my eyes, that they now make Pop-Tarts that are flavored like Eggo waffles, topped with butter and syrup. Yeah, I heard that. That's right. And I gotta tell you, to take one mediocre toaster food and infuse it with the flavor of another mediocre toaster food, that's pretty ballsy. And, you know, in the name of science, I just had to try. So that night, I decided to eat an entire box of those Pop-Tarts flavored to taste like Eggo waffles. And about 2 hours and 2 joints later, I then decided to eat a box of Eggo waffles topped with a generous helping of Country Crock Light and a bottle of Aunt Jemima that I had on reserve because I'm a forward thinker. And I'm here to let you know that the verdict is in, folks. So the true loser of putting those two head to head was clearly my stomach and my colon. The winner, and this was without question, was very clearly, quite obviously, my depression-fueled overeating. Speaking of depression, because the best transitions always start with speaking of depression, I also wanted to get pretty vulnerable with y'all tonight for my very first time back up on stage in about 13 months or so. I've clearly not been keeping track. So my mom actually suffers from clinical depression, and not too long ago we were talking on the phone, and she told me that if she makes it to the age of 70, she actually intends on ending her own life. And I wasn't really sure after hearing that what I was supposed to do. So I turned to my dad, as I often do in life, reached out to him on the phone, and I let him know what Mom had said. Well, turns out I shouldn't have really told Dad about that because I forgot that Dad is incredibly competitive. He always wants to be first. And you can feel free to come see me after the show for a link to the GoFundMe. All right, moving on to something a little bit more, I guess, a little bit more positive. I dated a homeless woman once. I was back in New York City when I was a younger man, and it was almost kind of a, I guess, a sugar mama, sugar baby relationship, actually, because she used to buy me all the food that I could ever want with her food stamps. It was pretty cool. But it was also a great educational experience because I didn't know very much about food stamps. And one particular evening, we wanted a nice, quiet, adult night in, as people want to do. So we went to the grocery store, and we intended on getting ourselves a delicious sixer of Miller High Life, a nice 8-piece fried chicken dinner, and of course, a box of condoms, because you got to be safe. Well, it turns out that you actually can't use food stamps to buy alcohol, nor can you use them to buy hot prepared food, and you apparently also can't use them to buy prophylactics. So we wound up instead, we had to settle a little bit. Had to wind up with Mountain Dew, Kraft Easy Mac, and pulling out. And much like my penis that night, I'm going to pull out of the rest of the set because that's all I have prepared for now. So thank you all very much.